Welcome, Sagittarius, to your May Astro Dice reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's get into this and see what's going on with you. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month, using only one of the 12 houses. So please, Spirit, give us the best message in the best house. Having the sun coming out, talking about that destiny. A lot of people are going through some kind of spiritual transition, butterfly affecting, keeping on that path. A lot of karmic things going on this month. And I noticed it kind of last month as well. Having Aries coming out into the third house. So having the sun over here is talking about putting you on that destined path, knowing what your destiny is. Your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. It's talking about the centering of yourself. The sun always has to do with self, soul. Okay, and Aries. Ooh, I like that, though. That's going to really empower you, because that's going to be the energy around you is dynamic, spontaneous, crusading, impulsive action is likely to occur. This is where you're going to really take the bull by the horns over here and just say, you know what, we're going. I'm going, and I'm going strong. And with the third house, ooh, going into the third house. Third house is your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. This is where you're learning something. You might want to go back to college. You might want to, up your career, learn things about your career. If you're opening up a new business, maybe you're learning new business techniques, getting creative. Maybe you're learning something about a partner. We'll see what's going on over here. But whatever it is, it's about your purpose and your destiny. Wow. In which you are not going to really feel. It's not a time to relax. It's a time to jump in the third house. You might even be learning something about somebody through the third house. So we're going to see how this is really going to work out over here. About the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Please, Spirit, tell us what's going on. Ooh, coming on out. Look at that. Just shooting out. Or opening your heart. Feeling like the Empress over here. This is where you're feeling very fertile. This is having a rebirth in its own way as well. You create what you want. You're creating your own destiny with the Empress over here. The world is your oyster. Wow. And for those of you who are in relationships, it means you are very fertile at this time. So those of you who are not trying to build a family, have children, stuff like that, please protect yourself at this time. Yeah, going through a transformation. I knew it. I said it. What did I say? A lot of people are going through transformations, butterfly effects, spiritual journeys, things of this nature. You know that whatever's going on around you, the cycle is changing. You're transitioning. You've let go of a lot of things to have this beautiful transition. Yes, look at that. Wow. A lot of you have gone through a lot of shadow work, spiritual journey. Something of the nature is going on. Okay, so you've looked deep at what you need to get rid of, what no longer serves you. Looking at your ways you used to be and the way that you want to be, what your potentials are. When you do shadow work, it's always looking at kind of the dark side of yourself and saying, you know what? For instance, maybe it's the way I speak about myself, tear myself down, telling myself I can't do things. I'm going to turn that around. I'm my own self-sabotager. Self-saboteur, I think is what they can call that. And you have now the abilities to create. I can create what I want to create. Not going to do this. So really looking into your shadow side over here to demolish all of the things that no longer serve you. That brings on the transformation for you to be able to create your manifestations and create the life you want and get you on your soul's journey. If you feel like you were pushed into this situation, you don't exactly know how it's happening. It's called a spiritual journey. That's where the universe says, here, I'm going to put you into this area that's very uncomfortable. And I'm going to push you for your better good. Okay. It's like the Great Awakening. Okay, here we go. Yep. Ambitious. Flying towards what it is you really want. You're driven now to succeed. You're saying, I have transformed, I know what I want, and I have the ambition and the drive to want to do what I want. You could even be defending your own beliefs. And this could be the beliefs of, there could have been a time, like I said, that you were self-sabotaging yourself, and now you're saying, you know what, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going for what I know I want. And boy, that's some impulsive. So not only do you have the Knight of Swords who's ambitious enough to proceed to where he wants to go or she wants to go, you also have the Aries over here. This is going to happen. And it just feels like, you know what, because of the transformation, you are crusading. You are very impulsive about what it is you truly want because of the sudden awareness of choosing my happiness, choosing where I want to be. I'm going to let go of those who do not bring me happiness. If they can't see my self-worth, get out. Get out, because you're bringing me down. That is not my destiny. My destiny is to find love, find people. So now you're in the acceptance that this is where I'm retreating, withdrawing and not going back that way. What do you have learned? See, it's in the third house. This is what you've learned. You've learned I'm not going to deal with that. I have strength. I have power. I am who I am. I am going to be more focused on my inner strength, not allowing others to weaken me down or tell me I'm not good enough. If the job that you're in, for instance, says, you know what, you could pick up the pace and be like, you know what, you just don't see what okay. So in the mid-month, around the 14th, 13th, 14th or so, what do we got over here? What are you learning? You are learning victory and success. But there is some delay, and it does feel like, you know what, it's kind of crazy because in the Aries over here, you're supposed to be spontaneously jumping, but it feels like because of the sudden awareness that you had in the very beginning of the month, where you kind of retreated, withdrawn, you kind of looked around, you checked, you wanted to realign yourself with what makes you happy, and really being impulsive in that area to make the transition, and the butterfly effect, and really wanting to jump over here, being courageous with the lion and the strength card. It does feel like we have victory and success over here, but it almost feels like with the sacrifice over here, it feels like there could be something that I could do, but I feel like, oh, how would you say that? It's like you don't want to self-sacrifice anymore. You feel like you've already kind of self-sacrificed a lot. And I feel like it's probably because you self-sacrificed a lot between last month and the beginning of this month. So it kind of feels like you're kind of still kind of holding tight to something, not wanting to give too much more of yourself out there. You're kind of like, I'm good right now. I just want to rest. Yeah, I just want to rest and rejuvenate. So, so not really, look at that sacral chakra. You're saying, I have the victory and success I want, but I don't really desire anything right now. I think I'm just going to rest. That's okay, guys. Remember, when you rest and manifest, right? But make sure that you are resting. But it kind of saying you're not going to really manifest because of the sacral chakra. You're kind of like, I'm good right now. There's nothing really right now I desire. I kind of feel like I'm right where it's supposed to be just kind of this time. And it could be because you're a little overwhelmed within the situations. You just got a victory and a success coming through, whether it's in love, money, whatever it was you wanted, whatever you already desired. That's 6 of Wands, so you already feel like you have the rewards and recognition. You've learned I just feel like you kind of feel like you learned what you need to learn for this time, and you just really just want to have some downtime. Yeah, because of the sudden change was so much, that tower moment, that self-awareness and that tower moment, you already feel like I've already had the revelations, I've had upheavals, I've gone through the chaos, and I just feel like you just want to rest and relax right now. Yeah, the endings. I don't want any more endings right now. It's almost like it wants to force you. I'm telling you, the universe wants to force you again into another transition. And you're kind of like, I don't want to do this right now. I just want to relax. Yeah, because it was such a challenge, and you just feel like, you know what, there's a lot of competition. I'm protecting myself. Maintaining control of the situation so that I can relax. I'm not really desiring a whole lot right now. I just want to, kind of look at what's going on. So with the sacral chakra upside down, you're kind of saying, I do not want to prepare for anything else at this time. I've kind of expanded where I want to expand right now because I just went through a lot right here. Because the sudden awareness that you already had was obviously, also transformation with the transformation. Definitely a tower and a death moment. So I just feel like you're going to feel a little exhausted, right? So, yeah, I'm feeling a little exhausted. Just needing, but it does feel, I'm sorry, as you're exhausted over here, it does feel like the universe is still trying to push you into this transformation. I think you know that though, and you're like, no, just let me rest for a minute. So you are definitely going to feel exhausted. There's going to be a lot of things you're still going to persevere in, but you definitely are kind of keeping your boundaries up. Somebody might also be wanting to challenge you to take them back as you just got ready to, end them, because getting rid of any kind of temptation of people who want to get out of, because they don't know what you know, right? They don't know what you know. They don't realize what you've just gone through. They don't know what it is, but it does feel like they're trying to push back at you. So it's kind of like Spirit's trying to push you back into a transition area. You're saying, no, let me rest. Somebody's trying to make a new beginning where you just ended it with them. So because of the sudden change. Absolutely. So where the temptation is, you're saying, no, I've released all of that because I'm going with my Ace of Cups. Spirit says, I'm bringing in the Ace of Cups for you. You will have new love. You will have things that you do love. You'll have your cups overdone. If you just left a job that you don't like anymore, the boss may be trying to, no, come on, I'll give you more money. Well, why the hell didn't you do that before? Well, because, I didn't realize how much you were worth until you were gone. It's going to be up to you whether or not that's where you want to stay. Right? But remember, I don't think you're going to want to, because you're going to say, oh, so then you only realize my self-worth once I said something, once I left? Okay. How long will that last, right? So what they don't realize is they don't realize what you're moving on. That's exactly what it is. You're moving on, not looking backwards. Right? Because you don't see any success and reward in that situation. You feel like it's kind of like the user thing. And that's totally what it is, you guys. Even if it's a love situation. Oh, I didn't treat you good, but I am codependent to you. I was comfortable with you, but I didn't really treat you all that wonderful. But come back. And you're saying, for what? You didn't realize who I was or what I was worth until I left? Now all of a sudden you want to love me, snuggle me, and give me all this? How long is that going to be? Not very much long. No, not love. Spirit says not at all. Not at all. It's on they need to find their own self-love, because you know what? This is where they're making bad decisions. They don't have the value of a connection or you. Oh. Yeah, they're going to go through sadness and depression because of their arrogance. Take that where it's going. But there is definitely this feeling of feeling down, right? Could be even narcissistic behavior. They're definitely, moody, overreacting to the situation. And you're saying, no, I'm good. I'm calm. I have hope. I have purpose. I understand what's going on. It's like, yeah, Spirit gave me the victory for the new world. Wow, for the new world. And you might even have this beautiful King of Cups coming in, this Pisces. Yeah, as the Ace of Pentacles is coming in. My goodness. Yeah, with the Queen of Cups. Whoa, now you have the divine partnership coming in with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. So, it's almost like Spirit's like, I got this divine job over here for you. We'll make way more money. They'll treat you like a queen, like a king, like the person you have. You guys will make good money together. Good love. Take it how it resonates. But however it is, this is a solid foundation, a solid relationship, a solid career where you feel like you're getting your worth, balanced, secure. Wow. Okay, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.